Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Frankenstein Control. We've had an awful long Frankenstein hiatus while we took care of a bunch of stuff.
Oh, Heisenstein Control.
Mostly Ada and Taylor had to move their entire lives into our new studio, which is also their new home.
I am the new home. Everyone's living inside me.
Well, yeah, I believe you. I
just swallow my own head so that I can be in here talking with you all.
It's a scientific paradox, and we're all trapped here. Please send help. I would say please send Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he's in the doghouse right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he said some things.
Anyhow. We're back in the saddle now, and we're ready for more loud, sad jokes and loud, sad learning.
Yay!
Speaking of, Bill Maher does a bit before his show takes seasonal breaks called something like Future Headlines, wherein he tries to predict the news he won't be there to report on while he's gone. Mm-hmm. I was going to do something like that before we took our break. I was like, yeah, that should be a bit I should borrow from him. The only thing I could come up with was, a lot of terrible things will happen and nothing will get better. And well, wouldn't you know?
It got
spot on.
It got true.
Yeah.
What do you know? I'm prescient. I think everybody's probably had just about enough of what's going on right now, so we don't really need to check in on the news.
Except for right down the street, an old lady got her cat out of the tree. Isn't that nice? It means all the evils in the world are gone.
She got the cat out of the tree using a gun, Taylor.
That is true.
It's not really good news, for the cat at least.
Well, she shot the tree until the cat got scared.
Fell into the line of fire like a 007 GoldenEye NPC. Natalia, I'm trying to save you!
It's Dash Rundown to this. Anyhow, moving forward, we do, however, have to take a minute to acknowledge our sponsor this week.
Oh!
And wouldn't you know it, it's Cologuard again.
No!
The shit-in-a-box cancer screening people from before.
That's why I'm still getting mail from them, even though I moved.
Oh, I used your address for the...
You son of a
It's
fuck.
all going to get forwarded to you, as will all emails.
I'm going to kill you.
Dodge that bullet. Anyhow, they're relentless with their short online ads on every available platform now, and so they hit us up a second time. Works for me, keeps the lights on.
Oh, boy.
Also, on that note, I found out that their box of poop mascot, whose outward optimism doesn't quite fully mask his internal existential crisis regarding his purpose. He's a character. He's got a name, apparently.
Oh, he does.
He's got a name.
What's his name, Beer Eye?
His name is Soren Cologuard. It's a Kierkegaard joke about poop.
Oh my god. I didn't have my Kierkegaard up for that one.
Get it? That's Mom and Dad, that's what your college money paid for. A Kierkegaard joke about poop.
Oh no.
No, all well and good. This time,
okay.
Cologuard wants to announce a new screening service based on the same reliable business model. Now, if you're under serious risk or suspicion of cancer, of course, follow your doctor's orders and send your kid into one of their usual labs following their standard instructions. But what if you aren't currently at risk for colon cancer and just want to submit an unbidden sample to check your genetic risk factors down the line?
Mm-hmm.
Well, with Cologuard's new free screening program, you can do just that.
God.
That's right, the screening is free and results are fast. You just need to provide your own box and pay for shipping.
Pay for shitting?
Yes, and anyone interested in this service can mail their samples to the following address. That would be the Russell Senate Office Building, 317 Delaware Avenue Northeast, Washington, D.C., 20510.
Okay, gotcha. And that is definitely their address. Not the address of any major political figure.
That address is what a cursory Google search accessible to anyone at any time and therefore public information seems to confirm is Mitch McConnell's office. But Frankenstein Control does not seriously advocate mailing poop or anything worse than poop to disagreeable members of Congress. Frankenstein Control is a work of satire. We don't want to end up on the FBI's brown list.
Wow. Very good.
Now that that's out of the way, over to you two.
Oh my God, speaking of being on the shit list, we've been gone a while. Yeah. Folks, at home, on the car, on your jog to work, on your lawnmower, in the bathtub, please don't put in the toaster. Welcome back to Frankenstein Control! Oh, baby. It's good to be back.
The first episode we've recorded in our brand new house, apartment, condo that we live in with neighbors. So let's get excited.
Oh,
yeah, man, that's great. That's right. So yeah, we're excited.
It's a good old time. I like the new space.
Mm-hmm. It's cozier, but not in a bad way.
Located right in the heart of a major city center, so we're in walking distance of a good amount of shit. I still drive because I'm a fat piece of shit.
I can and have walked to a Taco Bell. So consider this my last episode before I die of heart failure.
What happens when you need to use the can halfway through your walk home from Taco Bell?
I just go in the woods.
That's true.
Well, no, she's got Soren Poopagard.
Soren Colagard.
That's the one.
That's, of course, that's spelled Cologaard.
Of course, Colagard. Soren Colagard. They can take care of it with a box.
I just bring a box with me. Just go directly in that, stick it in the nearest mailbox. This is normal.
I mean, that's what you were doing before this service was offered.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you say that they send you a kit and not just a box, but I'm really just imagining like a fucking wet Milky Way in a box.
Oh, no.
That the people have to open up in the center. And the people that they get in the mail center are not trained in this line of work at all. So I just imagine this huge room full of people opening boxes going, oh! Just a room of suffering. It's kind of like working at Amazon.
Not too far off.
Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, new place, new lease on life. A little bit of a hiatus, a little vacation, a hiatus as it's called, which is also a horrible medical procedure to get done. Don't recommend it. It's good to be back home, though. Mm-hmm. We had a lot happen to us Frankensteinians, over the course of the past month. It's been a month!
Basically.
What are we gonna do? We've lost all of our fans. They're all of our Joshes. They're gone.
They forgot about us.
We're going to be left by the wayside. We really got to play up the social media hook this time. How are we going to do it?
We're going to get on the gram, which as I hate to call it.
I have like 3 followers on the gram, and they're all my mother.
I have no followers on the gram because I do not have one.
Me neither.
I have
no Insta.
I have many VHS tapes of So Graham Norton.
That's a good show. I used to watch that all the time.
I didn't even pay attention to it back when it was like back when I actually watched TV in like middle school. Mm-hmm. We had a TiVo and we would always record. We had the BBC and we recorded episodes of Monty Python's Flying Circus on it.
Naturally.
And there were always commercials for Graham Norton.
He's fun.
And I would always just associate him with bad commercials. Commercials bad. So you know, we had TiVo. I'd always skip them. But yeah, another fan of the show. She showed me some Graham Norton bits, and they're fun.
He's
Basically,
cool.
it's just,
I like Graham Norton.
Hello, I'm Graham Norton. I'm going to invite celebrities over, and we're going to get shit-faced off camera.
Yep.
And then I'm going to talk to them.
And that's how I'm going to get funnier stories than normal out of them.
Exactly.
And we can swear here, because it's Britain.
Yeah.
Welcome, this is Britain. We have a lot of things that America doesn't, including, better censorship laws and better... Well, I can't even say better leaders anymore because Brexit happened. So
now they're led by what would happen if Crabbe, Goyle, and Malfoy were all somehow the same person at once? I've made that joke before, but I'm still amused by it.
It's a good one. Yes. But yeah, Graham, yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about what's happened in the month we've been gone, because I know all of our Joshes out there are very curious as to what went down.
Well, I can tell you something that went down today for me personally.
Oh.
This morning I was stopped at a light on my way to work.
Uh-huh.
And of course I had my windows all down because I have no AC in my car.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And, which means my music blasts out for all to hear. And a sheriff's deputy pulled up next to me at the same light.
Oh.
And that exact moment, my car decided to play Cop Killer by John Mouse. I had to very quickly fumble with the radio CD controls.
I like to think it was at that moment that B-Ri's radio controls fucked up too. So he's trying to skip the song, and each time he presses the skip button, it only turns the volume up each time.
It skips like a beat in the song, so instead of like being the song, it's just cop killer, cop killer, cop killer, cop killer.
Let's kill the cops tonight. And the sheriff deputy just looks over in his mirrored glass and he's like, "Is that John Mouse?"
Oh man, I like this song. Where'd you skip it?
Sick, dude.
Yeah. And then he shoots you.
I feared for my life.
Don't we all? Well, what happened? Right. So while we were gone, it's because we went on vacation and then we moved. And the vacation was marvelous. Mm-hmm. It was a good old time. Just got to chill with a bunch of our friends in a big old bish house. And there was a pool and we went in it. And there was an ocean and we went in it. And there was a hot tub and we went in it. But there was lots of drinking and no drunkenness. Except for that one day.
Yeah.
Where Ada... This has to do with us moving, actually, so it's a good segue.
Uh-huh.
So while we were packing up, we decided to pack up a bunch of boxes and shit for moving when we got back from the beach, because we pretty much had to do it the day after we got back. So as we're packing up boxes and all our belongings and stuff, Ada decided to take it upon herself to...
consolidate the liquor.
Yeah, consolidate the liquor.
In her stomach.
So
Not quite.
There was a lot of liquor bottles that were like less than a fourth full,
Yeah.
just like that last eighth of a bottle.
The dregs.
And so instead of pouring them in a drain or something like that, Ada says, "Oh no, I'm the idea meister around
You don't
here."
waste fuel.
Yeah.
So...
That's good sauce. So I put all of these random liquors, rums and vodkas and whiskeys and I guess just even some mixers.
Vile dregs of various grogs.
melon liqueurs and blue curacao and triple
Jack Daniels.
sucks and all Jack Daniels and lots of tequila.
And I poured it all into the same bottle.
A big
And
Jack Daniels bottle.
And it's a dark, sludgy green color. It tastes awful, kind of makes you want to die, but it gets you drunk real quick. And I've dubbed it liquor sauce, and that's mostly what I've been drinking when I want to drink.
She's dedicated, if nothing else. You don't let anything go to waste.
Yeah.
And all the years I've known you, you really never have.
Yeah, so Ada decided to bring that on the beach trip. And I think, day 2 this happened?
Actually, no, that wasn't on that. I don't think I drank any of the liquor sauce on the vacation. For some reason.
What? Yes, you did.
Did I?
Oh, wait, that's right, you didn't.
Yeah,
you got shit blasted on Long Island's.
Yeah, I was making my own Long Islands, and I hit it way too hard, way too soon.
It was like day 2.
It was like
the morning of day 2. You
like,
wake up and I already, it's the morning. I come up, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, hey everybody, I'm ready to make breakfast. And Ada's like, falls down the stairs. I'm like, dear God.
Brilliant.
What happened? Ada, you're sloppy. What's going on?
Yep.
And apparently you'd made yourself a Long Island iced tea. Or
3 of them.
I like to call it a Long Island iced tea. Huh?
Marge.
Yeah, it was a really stupid joke from The Simpsons. A bad joke within the episode. As in, the joke she made was supposed to be bad for everyone around her.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, the fucking... it was weird. The beach trip, I only got plastered, quote unquote plastered, but it was more just like pretty like tipsy or whatever. But I was drinking like a skunk hog.
It's because of all that food. We were constantly eating.
I was howling down liquor like a skunk ape. And it did nothing. It almost did nothing. One day I did manage to get kind of slurpy, but other than that, like, just no matter how hard I tried to get day drinking drunk, it just wouldn't happen.
Did either of you go to 7-Eleven on July 11th to get your free Slurpee?
No,
Hell no.
I forgot, and I was also trying to remember. There's two things I have to remember on July 11th, and one of them is slightly more important than the other and always eclipses my memory of the second thing, which is the Slurpee Day, and the first thing is that it's my mom's birthday.
Oh. You could have gotten her a free Slurpee for a present.
And then driven to Maryland, and it would have melted. And here, Mom, you don't even like Slurpees. I'm going to pour it out on the lawn.
Are there no 7-Elevens in Maryland?
There are. I guess I could get one there.
Yeah.
The one that's like,
See, what you do is you
stop
at every 7-Eleven along the way.
and compile a massive
ultra
slurp.
Interstate Slurpee.
I think they just need a mnemonic device for people to remember the date better, Something special. I mean, it's the 11th day of the 7th month. What could 7-Eleven do to make that memorable to people? I got it. Juleventh. Come down to your favorite 7-Eleven on Juleventh and receive unto ye an icy slurpee.
I slurped on the Juleventh.
That's the tagline. It's said by Ada, actually, mascot of Juleventh. Each and every picture of you in the promotional material is a different picture of you looking sad in a variety of Victorian outfits.
That's excellent. And
I have slurped on the Juleventh.
When you get a free Slurpee on Juleventh, you non-negotiably have to take an entire calendar filled with those images.
It's the Juleventh calendar.
There's your free Slurpee. Here's your mandatory free calendar.
You must take it. If you do not take it, the Slurpee is no longer free. 7-Eleven makes more money that day than any other day of the year. Oh, good old Juleventh.
Well,
oh, man.
I did nothing. I did not go on vacation. I did not move. Hang on.
Why didn't you?
Because I just continued with my normal life.
Like a loser.
I did get drunk once, though. Alyssa and I forget what we got. We got some, she got something from... She goes to the farmer's market on Saturdays now, and the ABC store is in the same... It's like the farmer's market's in the parking lot of this shopping strip, and the shopping strip has an ABC store.
Oh, okay.
So she hits that on her way home. And she found these, already canned, mixed, screwdrivers and stuff. And, they also have, a margarita version, and so we've been just, trying a different one of those every week. And naturally, that's our anime night, because that's when Toonami airs their anime lineup. Yeah. So we just drink it that night and watch our anime lineup. And she passes out immediately because she's a little late. And I end up watching stuff late into the evening. And I was half drunk watching this episode of Lupin the Third.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up yelling at the episode because the episode opens on a funeral.
Oh, wow.
Funeral of an unspecified person.
Oh, okay.
And just
Jenkins dead.
No, typical sad affair, sad-looking family standing around a casket in a cemetery. You don't know who it's for. Transfers from there to the first real scene of the episode, which is Lupin and Jigen hanging out like they do. Lupin gets a phone call. It's an old contact of theirs. He wants to hire him for a job. Mm-hmm. Lupin goes and meets with the guy. Guy says, "Hey, how's it going, Lupin? I want to hire you to steal this thing out of this art collector's vault. There's this dude, he buys up all this art and he just hoards it in a big old vault. I want you to sneak in there and retrieve one item in particular for me and I'll pay you." So Lupin says, "Can do," and he takes the job. Mm-hmm. Long story short, he and Jigen steal the thing. Typical hijinks ensue. And but however, while they're doing all this, it turns out that their old contact, the guy who hired them for the job, has been dead this whole time, and it was actually his funeral at the beginning of the episode.
Oh!
And Jigen's like, "What? But you met with him. What was he, a ghost?" And I wanted to be like, "All right, stop right there. Twice this episode, both of you, independently of one another, have just had access to masks that made you look exactly like somebody else and flawlessly impersonate them, and like, it just worked." And you just have these. Why are you surprised when someone does that to you?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the episode...
Fujiko did it.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. It's not even a body issue, because I'm pretty sure, presumably with the aid of a wig, that Lupin used one of said masks to flawlessly impersonate an almost naked Fujiko. So, because that works... So...
Oh!
That's what happened.
That's a big mask and very form-fitting. Oh, that's bizarre. So is that what drove you to drink?
No, I was already drunk at that point.
Oh.
Drunkenly yelling at Jigen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your cat's just in the corner like...
Why would he be doing that?
Because you fed him too much of your liquor sauce.
I don't feed the boy the liquor sauce.
I see you. Every time I come over, you're like, drink up the beer, boy.
I do not do that to the boy.
Slide on up here and slurp down a Coors. Silver bullet for a silver boy.
That boy is on a restricted diet because the vet says he's 15 pounds now. And we can't be having no 15-pound boy.
Yeah.
So
you don't want another Spooky.
Spooky, however, has lost a tremendous amount of weight. She looks great.
The boy is absorbing the weight from Spookums.
Well, he's still a strong boy. He's not fat yet. He's a very muscular boy. He is just he's just large.
This muscle lad. This large muscled lad.
We had to switch him to an indoor formula because I think that has less calories.
An indoor formula. Oh, cat food.
Yes.
Because he's indoors, he's just laying around all day. He's not out purposelessly killing birds. And
being exposed to dangerous cars and things, which I do not want. All he does is, he gets the poop zoomies and runs around the apartment.
And that's his single activity for the day.
Yeah, pretty much. We do play with him, but...
Yeah.
Also,
That's how he stays so fit. That's why he's such a strong boy. He does those poop zoomies.
He does.
The poop zoomie diet. If you get bullied at the beach, some big man knock over your sandcastle, start running around the house after you creak out a heater, and you'll be fucking wrecked!
The poop zoomies diet is the new fad diet amongst Hollywood's elite.
Oh, God. I'm just imagining Tom Cruise bursting out of a bathroom going, ah!
You knew why does already do that.
All these celebrities have their pants around their ankles while they do it, but they still maintain the high speed.
They're very good at it. They're actors.
Willem Dafoe just like, why is everyone else doing it? This is my thing.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Poop Zoomies. Today's episode is brought to you by Poop Zoomies, otherwise known as Cologuard. We'll zoom your poop over to the lab.
Over to Mitch McConnell's house.
Oh, man. It's good to be back.
It really is.
It's good to be back in the horse seat. What's that called? Saddle. It's good to be back in the saddle.
Did you actually forget that word?
Yeah.
I need to buy a new horse seat.
A horse seater. I'm by trade. Oh, horse seaters.
Seateth thine horse.
Eat thine horse. Eat them now.
Another thing I've been doing other than getting drunk and watching anime. By the way, Toonami has another great anime called Fire Force that just premiered. It's pretty sweet.
Fire Force?
Fire Force.
Is it fire?
It's forceful fire.
Is it lit?
It's lit as fuck.
Oh.
As the kids say.
Well, inform us, B-Roy. What is Fire Force 5 gonna do for us?
It is, so it's like people have started spontaneously combusting. And,
Whoa!
but when you spontaneously combust, you turn into some kind of fire demon called an Infernal and wreck shit up.
Oh.
And, like, cause a bunch of havoc until you're, like, basically killed.
Oh, this is that Trigger series. Sounds a lot like it. Does the main character look a lot like Kamina?
Sort of. He's like a sharp-toothed boy.
A sharp-toothed boy. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I think you're thinking of something else.
Proceed.
Anyhow, so a special order of fire, they're called fire soldiers, but they sort of like dress in normal firefighter outfits, but with like armor on top of that. Mm-hmm. And they were sort of created to respond to fires that were started by these infernals and take over from the regular firefighters and kill the things and restore their, put them to rest, as they prefer to put it. So that's what it's about. And it's about this young man. Oh, and then there's like, people have pyrokinesis too. And there's like varying levels of strength of the pyrokinesis. And like, I think 3rd generation pyrokinetic is like the strongest. And it's about this young man who I think...
Oh yeah, I was super thinking of something else. Sorry. I'm looking at pictures of it right now. It's not colorful at all. It's got firemen. Mm-hmm. Like all of them are they're just straight up like dressed like firemen, and it looks like My Hero Academia.
It's basically that. It's My Hero Academia, but everyone's a firefighter.
But everyone is Bakugo.
Everyone's
in reverse.
Yes. Pretty much.
Oh gosh. Drawing that's got to be pretty easy. You don't got to worry about the human form at all. Everybody's in those big floppy fireman outfits. You just got to basically just like drawing Cousin It in every action scene. It was pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Figure that we save a lot of money. We save a lot of money on animating combat ponchos. Welcome to Kill la Kill. We have combat ponchos.
I did not care for Kill la Kill.
Really. I cared for it.
I just didn't. It was just. It was too out there for me.
Oh man, that's why I liked it. Yeah. It's very out there, but not like so out there that it hurt my fucking eyes and head, like this anime called Dead Leaves. Like I've tried to watch that. You want to look up some good old-fashioned eye rape, go ahead and watch you some Dead Leaves on YouTube. It's cool. I've watched it all the way through, but I had a huge headache afterwards. And that shit was, I think, my absolute limit of what I can take, like, in terms of outrageous thing that I'm watching before I'm just like, I gotta go!
Mine was like Bobobo back in the day. That shit was like, I never once understood what the fuck was going on, and I got just overstim and I had to leave.
100% tomfoolery. It's like Arfin House, but an anime, and it runs for 30 minutes.
God, no.
What's that? Oh!
Weren't you, like, going on a whole story you were going to tell us?
Yeah.
You got sidetracked by the fire thing?
Oh, I don't even remember anymore. But I was going to say...
You've been drinking those wine coolers again that Lisa keeps buying you.
She keeps buying them and bringing them into the house, and I gotta... it's the only way to get rid of them.
She keeps throwing them through the window! I gotta pay for that! It's made of glass!
No, but the talk of anime and fire...
okay.
Made me remember that one of us... For some reason, on a comment we were discussing something with somebody, and one of us mentioned Shishio Mikado.
Oh yeah, a friend of ours on Facebook was like, "Want to know how to burn fat? Do burpees and push-ups, or burpees and something else, or whatever."
She listens to the show.
Yes, she does.
Yeah,
I'm a terrible friend. Shout out to Jackie. I'm a terrible friend for not remembering the full post and remembering mine in innate detail because I'm very self-centered. Hey, yeah, so I was like, the only way I burn fat is this, and I just posted a picture of Denethor from Lord of the Rings. Bring me wood and oil. And then B-Rai followed up with...
Oh yes, the Shishio Mikado method of burning fat. Do you know who that is? Did you watch Rurouni Kenshin? Mikado Shishio, I keep reversing the order of his first and last names. Because I watched the show and also read the manga where it was the Japanese formatting.
So they go, Shishio Mikado.
He was a rival assassin to Kenshin. And he got roll fucked up in a burning accident. And he basically looked like a ninja mummy by the time he appeared on Rurouni Kenshin. And he was fighting Kenshin in like sort of the big duel at the end of their arc. And his sword caught on fire. And he's like like, because it's Kenshin, they have to devolve into how someone's fighting style works and how their various weird weaponry allows them to do that fighting style. And the edge of his katana has, like, micro serrations in it, and somehow it, like, captures a small amount of the fat of every person he's ever, like, killed with it. And then, like, over the years that accumulated into the point where he can, like, set it on fire from the... He's got a flaming fat sword.
Okay.
And one of the guys, it's the weird suit-wearing green man who hangs out with Shishio.
Suit-wearing green man? Piccolo?
No, the guy's suit is green. I don't remember.
Oh, wait. Oh.
He's just that weird suit man that hangs out with Shishio. And
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he is a weird suit man. Yeah, and he just hangs out.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't even fight with a sword. I thought you were talking about Saito for a second, because he kind of wears a suit.
No, I wouldn't talk about Saito. I was talking about the suit man.
Yeah.
Who hangs out with Shishio. He means this in, like, an intimidating way, because he's like, you see his sword ablaze, and, now that you know how his technique works, like, how many lives must he have taken in order to be able to use this technique? And I was like, that's supposed to be intimidating. That's fucking gross. Shishio, clean your sword, dude. That's like gross. You got people's fat. That thing must smell like horrible. It's just like burnt bacon. That's gross as shit, dog.
Ketch's just like, oh no, I'm hungry now.
That's nasty, man.
Ready for some of that long pork.
Anything to do with human fat is really gross and just, like, disturbs me.
Ready for that long pork sandwich?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, good. We're gonna cook that up right after we get done with this episode of Frankenstein Control, which unfortunately is winding down soon. But first, I wanted to talk to you all about something very important. I wanted to say to you all that we're nearing our 100th episode in just a few weeks' time.
Yep.
That's true.
How fucking cool is that?
That's pretty great.
And I wanted to tell you all that we need to get our viewer engagement up. So what I want you to do, and this is totally how it works on YouTube, believe me, I'm a doctor and I've done research on the subject. I want you to go into random videos on YouTube and just type 100 in there. And that's it. Just do that. Just type in any video that you like on YouTube, type the word 100. And that's it. Just post it in there. Trust me, it'll help us and definitely not all the other YouTubers on YouTube.
I'm going to go straight to my favorite Kimimaro AMV and do that today.
That's right. Get logged on, find your favorite Linkin Park Narusasu anime.
Actually, the one in question uses Alice in Chains' Them Bones.
Oh, Alice in Chains does Them Bones.
There's a song called Them Bones.
Oh, okay, so it's not
in a Kimimaro.
It's not a cover.
He fights with bones.
It's not a cover of the wonderful, timeless classic Them Bones, Them Dry Bones.
Just Lane Staley screaming that.
So, I don't know what band this actually is, but when you said Allison, I don't know what band actually writes the song I'm about to... Yes, well, no, writes the song I'm about to cite. But for some reason, I always associate Alice in Chains with that song, The Angel Closes Her Eyes, Wild Blue Eyes,
Pale blue colored eyes.
That's the one.
I don't think that was Alice in Chains, but that was definitely the same era.
I can feel it coming back. And then just fucking Naruto footage is just really funny to me. Just fucking...
Unrelated. Like, there's no possible...
There's no link
to, like, the words of the song and what is going on at all.
When it does the pale colored eyes, it, like, shows a back shot of Naruto. Like, just his butt or something. Just like, I'm typing 100 right now. Yeah. See how it works out, kids? Find a Naruto ANV and write 100 in the comments. If I stumble upon one of those, I will like the comment and you'll know that we're out there looking for you. I'm scouring every AMV from 2001 onward.
Was YouTube even a thing in 2001?
It was.
No.
It was back in the day. You don't remember. Google perfected time travel. It made YouTube ever present in human history. That's how things came to how they are now. Mm-hmm. Speaking of how things are now, it's hot right now, so I'm going to have to, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm gonna need you guys to sort of towel me off here. I'm just gonna take my clothes off here.
The heat and what is transpiring confirms my suspicion that you've actually moved to hell.
Oh, it's hotter than hell, and what's transpiring is that I'm perspiring. Get rubbing, you two! Yeah! We're back, baby!
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.
Oh, hey, Yukon Cornelius! Whoa, what are y'all doing here still now?